everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com. Today I'm back with a very hefty package from Bead Box Bargains. They are the sister site of the fabulous Bargain Bead Box monthly subscription that I share here on a regular basis. And this is where you can shop and pick out anything you want from their sister store at really great closeout prices. And their stock changes all the time because they are more of a bargain, closeout, bead, and jewelry making supply online shop. So it's one I recommend you check out on a regular basis, and also sign up for their emails because they periodically send out alerts for special sales and coupons. So inside are some things I picked out personally from their site this month that I will show you up close. And I'll leave a link to this shop right down below the video, as well as the subscription if you would like to try that out and haven't already. I also have a coupon code for that I'll leave down below. And I have a coupon code for Bead Box Bargains, this store, that will save you 15% off your total order. And if you are also a monthly subscriber, inside of that package each month, you also get a coupon code that you can use towards items at the shop. But let's go ahead and get into this and see what I picked out this month. So I've got two really big bundles that we're going to go through, and you can see on my packing list that my total came to $124.56 with $3.75 shipping, and I had used a coupon code that came in the previous Bargain Bead Box subscription, which saved $51.67 off the total purchase. Now, the things that I show you here today may not be available any longer because their stock on a lot of these things is limited, but they're always getting in new things, so there's probably things there today that I hadn't seen when I placed my original order. I'll go through some of the metallic components first, and also I picked up this 50-meter spool of 0.3mm 7-strand nylon-coated stainless steel tiger tail beading wire. It was $279 before the 30% off discount code that I used. And this is one of those newer additions to their shop. They hadn't previously carried the bead stringing wire that I had noticed, and I'm always going through this type of product, and I figured it'd be a great time to grab a backup spool. I also highly recommend checking out their chain when it's available. If you check out their finding section and then select chain, they sometimes have all sorts of varieties there, and you can get a meter of chain for a really low price. In this case, I was excited to see that these were stainless steel. This is the 3x2mm size oval jewelry chain, and these were $2.09 per meter, and I picked up 2 meters worth. And again, in the stainless steel, which is great for allergies and also anti-tarnish, I picked up a smaller variety in the 2.5x2mm size. These were also $2.09 per meter before the discount. I also picked out 3 bags of the nickel-free steel hook ear wires. I have the gold finish, the antique copper, and also the stainless steel. These were $1.09 per bag, and there's 50 pieces in each, so 25 pairs. Up next is the pack of 10 16mm filigree style rose links and antique bronze, also $1.09 for these. So really great price for 10 pieces, and one of those items that is really versatile with all those different openings in the metal, which mean it can be used in a lot of different ways. And we've gotten these in different colors before, but I wanted to grab a few extra in this antique bronze. Also for $1.09, I picked up 10 of these 3-loop banded bar links in antique silver. You can see that they have the one larger loop on one side and the 3 loops on the other, which make these really handy if you want to do a multi-strand bracelet, just as one example. And they're the same on both sides. They're in great shape and just have some really simple details. Next, for 99 cents before the discount, I picked up a bag of 10 of these 6-loop flower links in antique gold. Another really simple design in this floral shape with those 6 different openings all around, so you could use these as connectors in all sorts of different ways, and they are the same on the front and the back. I also grabbed one bag of each of these, both the silver and the antique bronze, 4 pieces per bag for these 19 by 16 millimeter round with diamond pattern drops, $1.29 per bag. And they've got that interesting stamping on one side, and then the other side, as you can see, does not have the same hammered or textured detail. Up next are 4 pieces of the 42 by 26 millimeter floral oval loop links in antique copper for $1.29. I just love those little flower details that are on the metallic oval, as you can see. You could frame a bead inside of these. They're actually pretty substantial in size, or leave that open if you wanted to. And there's a look at the back. These are not double-sided. You do see they have a loop on either end. Up next are 6 pieces of the 29 by 25 millimeter looped chandelier links in antique bronze for $1.09. We have some graduated sizes of loops at the bottom, and then a single loop located at the top. These also could be used to frame out a bead in that open section, or be left open just how they are, and you can make several pairs of chandelier earrings. There's a look at the back. These are not double-sided. And then finally, for my metallic components, is a package of 4 31 by 16 millimeter curved leaf links in antique bronze, and these were $1.39 for the 4. And you can see how they've got that curved shape, a loop there at the top, but also have a hidden loop at the back, and some stamped leafy detail on the top of the piece. I picked out a few lampwork beads before I get into some of the other gemstone strands and check glass. Let me show you those. And first is this pair of 30 by 16 millimeter hand-painted glass oval beads in jet/peacock feather for $3.79. Aren't those beautiful? I love the hand-painted aspect of these glass beads. And that metallic is really shiny and bright, the gold especially in the background of these peacock feathers, which take up most of the oval, and they do have that design on both sides of these beads. This one's got a little bit less green on it, and there's the whole location going up and down the length of these flat ovals. Next is a pair of 20 millimeter lampwork glass hand-painted flat squares in white/purple for $2.99. So these have sort of a starburst or like a fireworks type of design, maybe even floral, just depending on how you're looking at things. And that design is done primarily in a deep purple with a little bit of metallic gold paint dotted in some areas on this creamy white opaque background. There's a look at where the hole is located going up and down through these. And I also picked out the round ones. These are also 20 millimeters in size, $2.99 per pair. And I have the white and purple, white and green, and white and black varieties. The hole is just going right up through the center, and they are the same on both sides. I'm loving how that green pops off the white. Kind of reminds me of palm fronds. And for the most part, the paint is in pretty good shape. This one's wearing away just a tiny bit, but not really a big deal. They all look pretty good to me. Up next, I have a few gemstone strands, and we'll start out with this one. It's a 19-inch strand of 8 to 16 millimeter faceted agate graduated round beads in olive crackle. This was $8.29 before the discount. And as you can see, you have these lightly faceted, very glossy agate rounds in that deep olive green that is lighter in some areas, darker in others. The largest bead is right down there at the bottom or the center of the strand, and then they gradually get a little bit smaller as you go up the strand of beads. So if you wanted to, you could put these all together in a graduated gemstone bead necklace with some other things, maybe metallic spacers or other beads in between. Or of course, you could break these up and use them separately. I also grabbed the 14-inch strand of 6 millimeter mixed tiger eye round beads. They were $7.29, and you can see they're not all the same exact color. You have some that are more of a reddish brown, and you have some that have a hint of a light gold with a really dark background, and then your classic tiger eye that most of us are familiar with, that golden brown. And again, you could use these all together like they are, or you could split them up and use them separately. And then this is the third gemstone strand I picked out. I thought these were really interesting. It contains 5 pieces of 25 by 45 millimeter black/green serpentine oval donuts. This was $3.99 for the 5 pieces. And of course, there's some other metallic items on the strand as well, but focusing mainly on these stones, they make for a really unique shape. They have that opening in the center with the holes that go directly across the center of each side. You could add a bead in the middle where that hole is, and these would act like a bead frame, or you could leave them open, of course. And they're large and substantial enough where they could hold their own if you wanted to use even just one of them as a single pendant. And this is actually my last gemstone item. These are 2 pieces of 34 by 9 millimeter two-tone agate oval beads in cream/transparent ivory for $2.39. And if you've gotten the bargain bead box for a little while, you may recognize these from a recent subscription box. I decided to pick up 2 more. I did use my original 2 in a necklace that I had shared previously, but I was also thinking these would be a great shape to use on either end of a lariat style necklace. So I may decide to make one of those. The hole goes up and down through the length of the beads, and you can see one half is opaque and the other half is letting some of the light through. Now getting into some of the check glass, I'll just try to go down my list as best I can because I have a lot to go through, but I have 2 packages, 20 pieces each of the 6 by 9 millimeter check pressed glass top drilled teardrops in turquoise/blue opal mix, and these are $1.79 per bag. Glossy and smooth, you can see that hole that is located at the top of these teardrops, which are sort of short and have that wider round base. Half of the bead vertically, for the most part, is that bluish opal, which is that creamy blue, and then the other half is made up of that opaque turquoise, and I just love that combination. Also in that same shape and size and hole placement, I picked up the variety in the crystal/yellow/gold shimmer, $1.89 per package of these, and this is 2 packages worth. There were 20 pieces in each bag. These have the similar half and half style. It's just hard to tell with the gold shimmery dusting that is coating the entire bead. But part of it is more of that crystal clear glass, and then part of it is the opaque lemony yellow, and I just love that combination as well. Next up for some teardrops are the larger 20 by 9 millimeter size, and this is the turquoise/copper splatter variety. As you can see, I have 2 bags here. They're $1.49 each for the 4 pieces. Just using 2 of these to hang off of a pair of earrings I think would be gorgeous, just as one example, but there are certainly many ways to use this type of bead. The base of these is a matte, frosty, opaque turquoise, and they have a lovely metallic copper that is splattered all over the surface of the glass with a little bit of a antique-like texture, and the hole runs up and down the length of these. And next, I also picked out 2 bags, 4 pieces each, of these 20 by 9 millimeter teardrop beads in alabaster/lila bronze luster, and these were $1.19 per bag of 4. So these have a really deep, muted purple backdrop with just a hint of a coppery luster, which gives us that hint of shine. When you move these under the light, you can see just that hint of a coppery dusting or coating that still allows for the base glass to show through quite a bit. This time around, I found a great selection of fire polish beads in all different sizes, and I'll start with the largest ones I picked up. These are 2 bags of the 8mm check fire polish glass faceted round beads, and this color is called Transparent Light Sapphire. There's 16 pieces per bag, and they are $1.09 per bag. So we have that lovely medium blue color, the transparent glass, and all of the lovely faceting on these really uniform check glass rounds, which are another really versatile type of bead in bead weaving or stringing and other projects too, of course. And after the discount, it's like getting these at less than $1 per strand, even though these are loose. So it's a really great deal to pick up these things when you see them. Also in the 8mm size, I have 2 bags of the multi-metallic mix. That's the name of the color variety, and these are also $1.09 per bag for 16 pieces in each. This is a classic multi-metallic mix that you see a lot in the check glass beads. For the most part, we have that sort of toned down, frosty metallic light gold, but you also have some deeper antique gold, some that are a little bit coppery colored, and then some of that reddish and magenta mixed in also. I also picked up 2 bags each of these varieties in the 6mm sizes, and I'm going to unbag these and then lay them out in one of my ceramic dishes so we can see all these up close that way. All right, so we start out with another multi-metallic mix. These are all the 6mm sizes, like I said. And each of these sections is 2 bags worth. So this first one, the multi-metallic mix, and the price on those was 99 cents per bag before the discount. Up next is the crystal / violet / swirl mix for $1.09 per bag. And each of these bags contains 20 fire polish beads. The third variety I picked up are in the jet / blue iris mix for 99 cents per bag. They've got that beautiful reflective quality on top of the jet black glass, getting a lot of blue, green, and purple, shiny metallic. And then moving over a little bit, I have what I think are the ones called Crystal Chrome / AB, $1.59 per bag of those. They also have a very reflective metallic quality with different colors that you see reflected back. Lots of blues and purples and a little bit of some bronzy tones. And then the final variety I picked out are called the Crystal / Pink Blue Swirl / Lila Bronze Luster, $1.29 per bag of those. They have a hint of a deep rosy pink at their base, and you can see some of that light passing through those with a lot of that bronze luster coating that is over the top, so you get quite a bit of that bronze color reflecting back. I also have quite a number of the 4mm check fire polish faceted rounds, and just like I did with the other ones, I'm going to divide these up into the ceramic dish so we can take a look at these outside of the bags. All right, so each of these dividers contains 2 bags worth that each had 50 pieces in them. So there's 100 pieces total. Each bag for the Lila Vega Luster / Alabaster, which is this purplish one, costs $2.09. So you see that one there. It's beautiful and has that sheer light metallic luster coating. Next is the matte / blue iris 2 times. So they have a little bit more frosty toned down appearance than the really shiny ones that we saw before in the larger size, but you still get a lot of those different colors in this variety that is beautiful. Third are the Alabaster / Lazure Blue, $2.29 per bag of those. And by the way, the matte jet blue iris were $1.25 per bag. These have that alabaster base and that bluish green coating that also has those hints of like a mossy green showing up in some spots that look kind of like the travertine finish, making them more stone-like. Up next is the Aztec Gold, and these are a little bit more toned down. Although they're metallic, they're not as reflective, and they have a brassy, antique golden color. Up next, we have the Crystal Apricot. So these let a lot of the light through and also give you that orangey apricot color. They also seem to have a sheer silvery luster over the top. This really cool variety is called Matte Crystal Copper Rainbow. So you see those hints of matte frosty copper and also the crystal clear that's got the matte finish and a little bit of that AB, which is giving you those pops of vibrant violet, green, and blue. Next, we have the opaque red / gold splatter. And by the way, the previous ones were $1.29 or $1.39 per bag. These red ones $1.79 per bag with that fire engine red opaque glass base and a little bit of that golden metallic splatter on the top. And then the 8th variety that I picked out are in the pink opal, $1.99 per bag for that light ballerina pink, creamy translucent glass. Also, I picked out a number of check glass round pressed druck beads. They had so many different colors. I picked out 7 of my favorites. So again, I'll show you these outside of their bag so we can look at them up close. So once again, each of these dividers contains 2 bags worth, and these are the 4mm pressed round druck beads, 99 cents per bag of these jet Picasso that you see first, with the jet black and that silvery and gray metallic that covers up a lot of the base. And there's about 50 pieces per bag, so about 100 in each of these dividers. Up next, I have the Jet Nebula, which overall have a purplish blue appearance. They have a very smooth and glossy finish, and you just can't go wrong with 4mm round glass beads. They're used in so many projects. Next, I have the Lilac Nebula in this very deep maroon berry color with some hints of blue and bronze metallic showing up under the light. Moving on to the next, which is called the Matte Jet / Blue Iris in this frosty variety with a bluish overall look, yet some variety. As you can see, looking at these up close, some have more of a purplish tone, some have a little bit more of a greenish or other color showing up due to that iris finish. Next is the Jet / Metallic Suede. So overall, these have a charcoal gray appearance and a brushed metallic quality. Next is the Lilac Pink AB. You see the AB or Aurora Borealis coating that shows up in a few spots lately on those light pink beads with that iridescence. And then the 7th variety I picked out are the ones called Lilac / Bronze Luster. So they have a sort of a mottled lilac appearance at the base and just a hint of that sheer metallic luster on top. I also picked out 4 varieties in the 3mm, the smaller size round glass druck beads, and these each have 2 bags worth in the dividers with about 100 pieces per bag, so in total about 200 per divider. And all of these, the 4mm and the 3mm, ranged from just 99 cents to a little over $1 per bag. First on the left, I have that really cool alabaster / lavender spice variety that has that vibrant purple showing up in some areas and then that camel and brown colored mixture that kind of tones it down in some areas. Up next are the Jet / Metallic Suede Light Green. So the jet black glass base just really allows that light minty green to pop and you get that satiny metallic color that spans the surface of the bead. Next are the Lilac / Gold. So you see that there's a lot of that bright brassy gold showing up on approximately half of the bead and then a really pale, opaque, almost light gray looking on the other side. And then the fourth variety is called the Mixed Metallic Pewter. Overall, a very dark tone, looking like a very deep gray with some hints of additional color showing up ever so slightly. Here are two packages of the pressed glass check mushroom button beads in alabaster/bronze pink luster. And these are 10-gram bags, each one costing $2.39. This is a really cool shape. Most of it is round like a druck, but then you look at it from one angle and you can see that it's got a pinched top with the hole that runs through that location. So they kind of sit like a drop bead. These have that purplish pink lilac base and also the sheer metallic luster coating. I also picked up two bags of the 10mm round check pressed glass Hawaiian flowers in Jet AB 2 times. These are $2.79 per bag. And with that 2 times AB coating over the black opaque glass base, the metallic really pops on all sides of these beads, not just showing up on one of the faces. And you get a little bit of a color variety depending on which bead and what side you're looking at, but overall you get a lot of blue and purple, aqua, and some other metallic tones. These are a 5-sided flower shape. They're the same on both sides and have a hole that runs directly through the center. Next, I have a 21mm check table cut heart embossed focal coin in pink brown, and this one was $2.49. With that medium golden brown glass that you see on the top and the bottom, and the pressed heart detail on both sides that has that rougher, more antique looking finish. And then of course on the outside of these beads you have that stone-like quality that really sets off the table cut glass and the hole that runs up through the center at the side. And last for the beads that I picked out are 6 bags here, 2 of each of 3 different colors. In the center is the crystal Lila Vega luster. On the left I have the crystal Slipper It 2 times, and on the right I have the crystal/topaz pink luster. And these were either $2.59 or $2.69 per bag, 4 pieces in each, and the sizes are 19 by 13 millimeters. So here they are outside of their bags, 8 in total, and they have that flower detail or press shape on the front and the back. And they're an 8-sided shape with the hole that runs through the length of these beads. This one lets a lot of light through and has that shimmery metallic dusting on top of the glass. Next is that really vibrant and shiny metallic crystal Slipper It 2 times, giving us sort of a sunset effect with the oranges and golds and pink tones and making these more opaque. And they have that coating on both sides. And then finally a closer look at the crystal/topaz pink luster. Beautiful pinkish tone with a hint of a golden sheen on top. So that is everything I picked out from Bead Box Bargains. Once again, I will leave the link to their store right down below the video, as well as the special coupon code that'll save you 15% off. I'll also leave the details about their monthly subscription that I highly recommend. One extra cool thing, and this is why I say you should sign up to their emails, they were running a special promotion. They're not doing it right now, but when I placed my order, if you spent over, I think it was $100, you would get one of their past subscription collections for free on top of everything else. So that would be picked at random, and it would come from one of their past collections, or it could have been one they said that wasn't even previously released. So I got this one. I remember this one from, I guess it was maybe a year or 2 ago. I know they recently upgraded their warehouse. They did some moving and all sorts of things. So I'm sure they found a lot of cool treasures during that move, and they've been passing some of those along to their customers. So a whole bargain bead box worth bonus in addition to everything there. Like I said, that promotion has ended, but they run promotions all the time. So just keep checking back and also check back on their stock because they're always getting in new things. I want to thank you all so much for being here and sharing in the fun of checking out all these items up close. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you have a favorite item here, or let me know what you think about Bead Box Bargains or anything else you'd like to say. Be sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I often come back and share some of these pieces which pop up in future finished jewelry updates and other tutorials, so be on the lookout for those. Definitely give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and feel free to share the video with your other beading friends. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I will see you all again real soon, and until next time, as always, happy beading.